Hey everyone, it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. It's Sunday afternoon. I want to continue part 2 of my look at influential albums from the 80s in CD. I'll be wrapping up the 90s and 2000s and then get into my albums and do the same type of thing. I've looked at the 60s, 1970 through to 76 every year, and then I did a grouping of 77 to 79. Did part 1 of the 80s this morning, and this is part 2 of the 80s in CD, as I said. Influential albums, and again, they're in no particular order. I didn't take the time to do that. They're just all from the 80s, and there's some great albums from that decade for sure. Before I get into everything, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. So right off the bat, we have 5 albums from this one particular band, all in the 80s. Amazing. Women and Children First, Van Halen. Diver Down, again Van Halen. "1984", Van Halen. "Fair Warning", Van Halen. And "Oh You Wait 1-2" with Sammy Hagar, Van Halen. So right off the bat, 5 albums from the band Van Halen. I quite like this album. Some aren't too particular to it. I quite like it. It's Panorama by the Cars. They tried to change their style and go in a bit of a different direction. Individually on its own, I think it's a great album. If you compare it to Candy-O and the Cars' debut, maybe not the same type of album, but yeah, it's a good album. So Panorama. Huge commercially successful album for this band. Synchronicity, The Police. You got Synchronicity 1, Walking on Your Footsteps. Oh My God, Mother, Miss Granenko. Synchronicity 2, Every Breath You Take, huge hit. King of Pain, Wrapped Around Your Finger. Tea in the Sahara, and Murder My Numbers. Great album by The Police. Synchronicity. One of my faves, again from this particular band. I've got quite a few of their albums. This is 90125, Yes. Quite commercially successful. Yeah, great album. This band is hard to compare to. It's quite unique on its own. I hire nothing but the best players. This is Steely Dan, Gaucho. Huge album for the band. You got Babylon Sisters, Hey 19, 2 big hits right off the bat. Glamour Profession, Gaucho, Time Out of Mind, My Rival, and Third World Man. Great album. How about Love at First Sting, The Scorpions? Bad Boys Running Wild, Rock You Like a Hurricane, huge hit. I'm Leaving Home, Coming Home. Sorry, I'm Leaving You, and then Coming Home. The Same Thrill, Big City Nights, another big hit. As Soon as the Good Times Roll, Crossfire, and Still Loving You. From Yes Again, This is classic, kind of a compilation album. On it you've got Heart of the Sunrise, Wondrous Stories, Yours Is No Disgrace, Starship Trooper, Long Distance Runaround, The Fish, and You and I, Roundabout, and I've Seen All Good People. And it's completed by Chris Squire. Had to include this one. Hugely successful album, featuring none other than Eddie Van Halen. This is Michael Jackson, Thriller. Something I probably wouldn't have purchased, but it was $1. I had this at one time on vinyl, but I don't have that anymore. So anyway, Thriller. It's fun. It's fun once in a while to listen to. I had this one on album as well. It's an amazing album. This is So by Peter Gabriel. Don't Give Up, one of the most inspirational songs on any album. Yeah, it's got big hit Sledgehammer as well. Mr. John Waite and Bad English. Of course, famous for being in the Babies. Best of What I Got, Heaven is a 4-letter word, Possession, Forget Me Not, When I See You Smile, huge hit. Tough Times Don't Last, Ghost in Your Heart, Price of Love, sorry. Ready When You Are, Lay Down, The Restless Ones, Rockin' Horse, and Don't Walk Away. Skid Row, their debut album. You've got Big Guns, Sweet Little Sister, Can't Stand the Heartache, Piece of Me, 18 in Life, big hit. Rattlesnake Shake, sorry, say that 10 times fast. Youth Gone Wild, Here I Am, Make a Mess, and I Remember You. Also Midnight Tornado. Skid Row. Probably the one and only album I'll have of this band. This is Dr. Feelgood, Motley Crue. Probably their most commercially successful album. TNT, Terror in Tinseltown, Dr. Feelgood, Slice of Your Pie, Rattlesnake Shake. Didn't Skid Row just do that song as well? Kickstart My Heart, big song. Without You, Same Old Situation, another big hit. Sticky Sweet, She Goes Down, Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away, Time for Change, and then 3 demos, Dr. Feelgood, Kickstart My Heart, and Without You. This was given to me, and I'm pretty pleased that it was. This is there anybody out there? The Wall Live, Pink Floyd, 1980-81. Amazing album. It's a two-sided, a double CD. So you get side 1 here, disc 2 here, and of course the whole wall in concert, basically. And it sounds amazing too. Sounds amazing. And of course, what video wouldn't be complete without including this band, which I have in the last a bunch of videos I've done in these decades and years, ending with Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, featuring Ronnie James Dio in the helm, lead singer. Ozzy's out, Ronnie's in. Yeah. You got Neon Nights, Children of the Sea, Lady Evil, Heaven and Hell, Wishing Well, Die Young, Walk Away, and Lonely is the World. Lonely is the Word. Amazing. Amazing stuff. So there you have it. There's my look at the decade of 1980, or the 80s, sorry. I'll probably be doing the 90s coming up soon. Again, I didn't have enough to do each individual year, but the decades of the 80s is, it wasn't all pop. There was a lot of rock involved. Van Halen, Black Sabbath, Motley Crue, you name it. The only pop album I had in here was Thriller based pretty much. Everything else was straight ahead rock and roll and heavy metal. Anyway, thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.